third quarter now in Sevens Big League between Fitzroy and Footscray. The Lions still leading by 6 points, 4-8 to 4-2, despite the fact they didn't kick a goal against the Breeze during the second term of the match. Up towards Osborne, can't control it. And might be a free kick to Footscray going to Ford. He takes it in turn over to Murray Rance. He's been a fairly consistent player so far for the Bulldogs. On towards McLean from Hawkins. Bit of a box on behind play, which does continue nonetheless as it comes up towards the goal square. Beasley, he's already got one, might be in the back against Pert.
Tell you what, Royal was shaping up the thought like a prize fight.
It's going to be a free kick. I didn't see what that was for. I was casting here's the fight.
With him shaping up, that's a pretty good stance that young Royal's got, but I'll tell you what, you don't want to do that in front of umpires because they can certainly pinch you pretty quickly.
Anyway, it's a free kick to McGuinness, who has already kicked one goal from a free kick, and he might make it two because he's directly in front and kicking against the Breeze. It'll be a very valuable one for Footscray if he can do it, and he has done that. 2 goals to McGuinness, both from free kicks, and Footscray now level the scores at VFL Park. 4-8 to 5-2, 32 points each.
And, of course, that goal against the Breeze was a very valuable one to Footscray. Fitzroy failed to kick a goal in that second quarter when kicking against the Breeze, so that should certainly give the side a lot of heart.
5 kicks to McGuinness, 1 mark and 1 handball, 2 frees, as I mentioned, and both of those have resulted in goals. Back into the centre, scores dead level in our match of the day. Number 30 is Tilley for Fitzroy against Big Purser. Neither player can get a decisive tap out. That's a holding the man decision going Fitzroy's way, and the recipient of the free kick will be Leon Harris. Harris at centre field. Put Fitzroy back into attack as Turner hands him the ball. He's gone for a short pass out towards the left half forward flank. Big Tilley is there, tries to break the tackle, does so successfully, gets around forward. That was well done from Brian Royal, still with that very crook eye. Purser brings it back up towards right half forward.
And a chance for Thornton to mark out there on the centre wing position. At the moment, scores are dead level, 32 points apiece. Footscray really back in this game now. Oh, there's nearly a free kick. No, the umpire said no, and the free kick or the mark will go to Wallace, who's only had about 2 or 3 possessions up to this stage of the match. Has been well covered by Pegan. Good pass that time by Hawkins over to Sewell. Back it goes to Greenawagon. He's got a chance to get clear now as he straightens up, goes for a pass. Not a good one, and a mark taken in defence down there in the back pocket by Hinchin. Scores dead level, just on the 3-minute mark. Short pass coming out here now as we see the ball driven up there by Fitzroy out towards the boundary line. And of course that came from McIver. It's out of bounds on the centre wing position. Waiting there for the ball to come back into play. It'll be Tilley against Purser, who's got most of the knockouts. He got that one down to McIver. He got one too high, and he'll get a free kick on the shoulder. The umpire indicates.
13 kicks to McIver and 4 marks, 3 handballs.
Played very well today, McIver. He's a pretty talented player. Only a youngster. Kick across there towards centre half forward. Players set themselves. Quinlan comes in, knocked away by Kennedy. A hurried kick by Wallace. Down goes the umpire, gets the round of applause from the crowd naturally. Over it goes to Royal. Royal with a hand pass back to Petraglia, their best player in the first half. Over it goes to Sewell. Gets around the pack nicely. A left foot step up towards the goal. Beasley in front of Pert. And he's got it. He's got the mark. Well done, Simon Beasley.
Might be a 15-metre penalty here, Lou, too.
Well, he's got the mark dead in front, only about... it could be a 15-metre penalty too, it is. And this gives him a real chance. He shouldn't miss this. He's already kicked 1 goal. Pert's had him pretty well covered, but he positioned himself well for that mark. This goal, if he's gets this goal, it'll put them 6 points in front. The first time they've been in front all day. There it is, and it's a goal. Beasley second. And Footscray move on now to 6 goals, 2-38. Fitzroy 4 goals, 8-32.
Strong mark by Simon Beasley, and here it is again. Brian Royal, long hand pass. Now towards Petraglia, who's playing a ripper game, onto Sewell.
That's a nice play on the part of Sewell there, Pete.
And let's watch this mark again of the free, or the 15-metre penalty. Here's underneath. And that one again.
That was the one that caused the damage, that last one, the right-hander.
2 goals to Simon Beasley. 5 minutes gone in the third quarter. 32 plays 38. Footscray kicking the only 2 goals this quarter against the Breeze, so it's been an excellent start to the second half for the Bulldogs as Conlon puts Fitzroy into attack. But Kennedy takes the mark in front of Bernie Quinlan. Fitzroy looking not as good as they did in the opening half. This is Callett. Long kick by the former St Kilda player up to McPherson. That's a mark for mine. McPherson on left centre wing. Steve McPherson, his brother Rod, did not make the final 20 here today. Steve's kick looking for Petraglia. Thornton goes the punch effectively. On to Purser. Gets grabbed. Did he have it? No. Yes. Play on is the call. Thornton gets whittled into the ground by Petraglia again. He's playing a very good game, the Civil Rover. Certainly one of the best on the ground. Loose ball inside the square. Down towards right half forward flank. Laurie. Just about out of bounds. Has he kept it in play? I don't think so. It will be out of bounds, and a boundary throw-in will take place on the right half forward flank for the Footscray side. They lead by 6 points, the first time today that they have been in front, and kicking against the Breeze in this third quarter. Knocked down by Tilley. Knock on by Petraglia. Conlon, Royal, Harris, all battling for it. The umpire has decided it's a stalemate, and it will be a bounce. Only about 30 metres out from the Footscray goal. Brian Royal has certainly been in the wars today. Tilley wins that one, tried to get it to Royal. Laurie was there, carting the ball over the boundary line again. He's big Tilley. And once more, boundary throw-in. 103 kicks to 100 in favour of Fitzroy. Tilley wins this one out. Chance for McGuinness onto Royal. Left foot off the side of the boot. McPherson in pursuit as Ruse. Well, he's this way, that way, he's in trouble. And winning out for Fitzroy is Blakey. Gets the hand pass onto Turner. Turner just about leg, but gets it back to Ruse. Fitzroy looking better now as he goes straight down the ground, trying to find Quinlan. Almost down to Rendon. Quinlan late on the scene. Ford comes out with the ball, but it's going to be a free kick.
Just for throwing the ball, Pete. No, it's the other way around.
Yes, Callett had the free. Cordy. Back to Hawkins, and Footscray get out of danger up to Purser on centre wing.
And Footscray looking a lot better now as Purser goes further forward, looking down there for Sill. It's a bit long, and the ball is out of bounds. But at least it's deep in their attacking zone, only about 50 metres around from their goal. 4 goals, 8-32. Fitzroy, who played the better football in the first half, but Footscray looking a lot better now. 6 goals, 2-38, 6 points in front. Knocked out by Sill, grabbed by McGuinness, gets around the pack nicely, hooks the ball back, in comes Leon Harris, smothers it, it goes between McPherson's legs. Petraglia couldn't pick that up, and the umpire will just about ball this up as now we see the ball kicked away by Hinchin. Very scrambly football out there, but the umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to Harris, I should imagine.
In the back.
In the back, he quickly gives a hand pass over to Tilley. It's a bad kick by Tilley, a shocker back there towards Steve Wallace and Pekin, who's had Wallace pretty well covered, and Pekin will get the free kick. Not that he's had many kicks today, but Wallace has been a very ordinary player. I think he's only had about 3 possessions up to this stage of the match.
Most unlike Wallace, though, isn't it?
Certainly is. Out it goes to Conlon. Goes a lot of pace, goes for the long kick, but Bernie Quinlan's not there, and Callett comes across to take an easy mark. Their forward line looked so good in that first quarter. It's fallen apart considerably now. Long hand pass coming over there to Ford. Ford out there on the centre wing position. Drives it deep into attack. Coming across is Sewell and Thornton, but neither can take the mark. And the ball is out of bounds up towards Footscray's half-forward line, about 75 metres around from their goal. 9 minutes gone of this third quarter, and Footscray looking a lot better. 6 goals, 2-38 to Fitzroy, 4-8-32. Ball back into play again. A hurried kick by Rendell, didn't travel any distance at all, but that's a good mark to us, but the umpire called play on. Out it goes to Turner, and Turner's got it on the centre wing position. Got no one to kick it to. They're pretty well covered now as it goes to centre half forward, and once again it's Callett taking the mark. They're well on top there in defence, out wide to Hardy on his own, and this is what he likes. He gets around his opponent Barwick very easily, goes for a pass out to Wallace. One on his tail is Pekin. He's not giving him any latitude at all, and not that time again, and the ball is out of bounds. He's played a sterling game, Pekin. He's got a very tough customer to pick up there.
Hasn't got many kicks himself, only about 2 or 3, but of course he's restricted Wallace, one of Footscray's major possession gatherers each week. Baxter's kick towards right half forward flank now. Out of bounds. Fitzroy, of course, still to score a goal since the first quarter, and they haven't scored anything so far in the third term, which has been in progress just past the 10-minute mark. 6-2 to 4-8 in favour of Footscray. Knocked down by Purser. Over the head of McLean. Royal is there. Good tackle, Harris. Rebounds to Thornton. Thornton at half-back goes straight down the ground. Long kick up to the half-forward line for Fitzroy, where they're breaking down at the moment. Out to McIver. On in turn to Coates. Coates down to Bernie Quinlan. He kicked one from here in the first term. Left foot snapshot by Superboot. Off target this time and through for only 1 point. And that's Fitzroy's first score of the quarter. And it came up nearly at the 11-minute mark. 4-9 to 6-2. But the Lions trail by only 5 points. But kicking with the breeze.
They failed to score a goal in that second quarter against the breeze, Pete.
This is Kellett. Short pass towards the half-back line. Picked up for Fitzroy by Keane. Harris. Short pass again. Conlon. McGuinness tackles him. The kick subsequently off target. Which way is it going to bounce? Favourably for Hawkins, as it turned out. McLean. One of the quicker players on the Footscray side. McLean decides to have the bounce. In pursuit is Hinchin. McLean's kick, not a long one, up towards the centre wing position. Off the boot of Laurie. McPherson. Left centre wing. Longer kick this time down to Beasley and Pert. Pert will get there first. Goes for the pass. Out of bounds on the full. And Gary Pert doesn't make many mistakes. He did give away a 15-metre penalty early and has conceded a free kick this time. Taken by Cyril. At the back is Pert. Here's an opportunity, but the ball rushed through for one behind. And the scoreboard now on Sevens Big League at BFL Park shows Footscray 6-3 it is to 4-9. 33 to 39. Exactly a goal the difference. McIver snares it just inside the boundary line. It won't matter because it's going to be a ball up. Fitzroy still to score a goal. This quarter with the breeze. It's been a good term so far for Footscray.
Well, they haven't scored a goal since quarter time, Fitzroy, so Footscray are really in this game now. They're at 6 points in front. And there we see the ball driven up there by Turner, back towards centre half back. A strong mark taken here by Gallagher. He weaves his way through the pack, has a long shot at goal. This will be close, but a strong mark to Roos. In my opinion, just about the best player on the ground. He's a fine player. Goes short. Coming across as Hawkins picks it up beautifully. A running shot at goal. But he's off target but through for another point. So there's 7 points in front. Just over the 13-minute mark of this third quarter. 33 plays 40. Footscray certainly looking a lot better, and Fitzroy have really gone back in their play, particularly in that first quarter when they were well on top. But now Footscray looking the better side as the ball is still in play in the forward pocket, but it finally goes out of bounds. Out of bounds about 40 metres around from the Footscray goal. 4 goals, 9-33 Fitzroy to Footscray 6-4-40. 7 points the difference. Back it comes to Petraglia. Couldn't get clear that time. Down goes Thornton. The ball comes out now. Hinchin gets pushed out the pack. He was grabbed when he didn't have it. He'll get a free kick. Quickly plays on. Oh, they're messing about. There's a short pass. It's a dangerous one. It comes out wide now. Pekin's got it. He's done a great job on Steve Wallace. Picked it up to McIver. A long one to Barwick. Back it goes to McIver. It goes a chance for Fitzroy now. They give it to Bernie Quinlan, making a lead. He's out front. He's got it. And he'd only be about 40 metres out, if that. You can see the angle there.
Got a pretty acute angle, Luke.
Well, we've seen old Superboot kick these sort of goals, particularly under pressure. And they haven't scored a goal since quarter time, Fitzroy. There's the kick on its way, but he's off target and through for 1 point.
Actually, they haven't scored a goal, Lou, since the 19.5-minute mark of the first quarter.
4-10-34, Fitzroy to Footscray, 6 goals, 4-40. Into the quarter by 14.5 minutes. So they badly need a couple of goals here now because they are kicking with the breeze. They'll be in plenty of trouble coming home against it. If the first or the second quarter's any indication, a short pass by Hawkins and a mark taken here by Hart. They've settled down now. The defence is very, very solid. Wallace gets up too high. This allows McPherson to go for a kick off the ground. McLean backing up well. He's got a ton of pace. He's only got to pick this up. He'll be off like a rocket. Now he's clear. His kick is back there towards the half-forward flank. Ruse in position. He's got that mark. Outmanoeuvred Purser beautifully. I still say, Pete, I think you'd agree with the best player on the ground.
11 kicks, 4 marks and 4 handballs for Paul Ruse.
Strong mark, well positioned, outmanoeuvred the big fellow. Ball out there towards the wing position. McLean in the front post. He was grabbed when he didn't have the ball. He gives a quick hand pass over to Hawkins coming into the game. Short pass to Sewell, who was a quiet play, but he's been okay since about halfway through the second quarter. Back out wide now as Neil Cordy weaves, goes for a short pass to Beasley's got it, getting away from Pert. They're starting to become a little bit rattled when you see Pert giving that much latitude.
Another 15-metre penalty.
Well, that's the second one he's had. He's going to get his third goal from about 15 or 10 metres out.
See what happened there. Mark was a clear one.
Oh, well, what's that 15-metre penalty for? Don't tell me. I couldn't tell you.
A little bit charitable there.
I'd reckon. Beasley going for goal number 3 and goal number 7 for Footscray. And there it is, through for a goal. So it's 7 goals, 4-46. Footscray to Fitzroy, 4-10-34.
It's been an excellent quarter of football by Footscray. Simon Beasley getting away from Pert, as Lou mentioned. We look at the mark and the subsequent 15-metre penalty. So the last 2 goals of Beasley.
Good pass by Cordy too. Spotted him and he made a good lead.
Coming from marks and 15-metre penalties.
Well, that must be for the falling on top of him. I think it was a pretty weak sort of a 15-metre penalty. That's the kick, and Beasley makes sure work of that one. 3 goals is not a bad effort now. Pert is starting to be the loser out of those 2.
3 goals to Beasley, 2 to McGuinness, and singles to Petraglia and Sewell. The goal kickers for Footscray, for Fitzroy, Quinlan 2 and Osborne 2, and those 4 came up in the first quarter. 34 plays 46, a difference of 12 points in favour of Footscray, showing us that goals can be kicked at the, shall we say, wrong end of the ground from Rendell. The mark up towards half forward. Still in the centre of the ground, I guess, really is Keane. Now a chance for Quinlan. Kennedy's right there with him, so too is Cordy, but the ball rushed through for 1 behind. Fitzroy, when they badly need a goal, and that takes them to 4 goals, 11. So they've kicked 7 points since quarter time. Kennedy to the outer side. That could be a free kick on the shoulder, but the umpire says no. It's holding the ball instead. And the free kick will go to Dougie Hawkins.
He's coming back into the game. I think it might have been.
No, it's not going to Hawkins. It's going to Harris. Harris at right half forward, long way from goal. Kennedy and Quinlan. Not a bad kick by Harris either. Right into the goal square off the hands of the pack and through for 1 behind or out of bounds. It's out of bounds touched, and so it will be a boundary throw in adjacent to the behind post. Bernie Harris 8 kicks so far for the match. 4-11 plays 7-4 in favour of the Bulldogs. Goes Gronewegan. Got it at the second knock off the hands again, I think, and through for another point. And so still Fitzroy can't score goals. They take their score along now to 4 goals 12. So 8 behind. They've kicked since quarter time at a difference of 10 points at VFL Park as Kennedy brings the ball back into play. Paping the member stand side out of bounds without being touched. And so it's a Fitzroy free kick, and the recipient down there is going to be Coates. Coates from left half forward flank. Quinlan was high, couldn't take the mark. McIver, left foot snapshot. They might sneak this one in. No, hit the post. So another behind, 4 goals 13, is it? Yes. So that's 9 behind straight since quarter time. 4-13 to 7-4, 37 to 46, and we've been playing nearly 20 minutes.
Trying to get the ball to come back into play. It's out there towards the pocket. Out to Hawkins again. He's certainly coming to the game. Looking good now. Hawkins goes for a pass over there to McPherson. Right on his tail is Blakey. Won't give him a break. Good play on the part of Blakey, but he was grabbed. He's got a free kick. He didn't have the ball against McPherson. We're going to have a wrestle now. We'll get a 15-metre penalty for sure. Well, that was against a silly play on the part of McPherson, so Blakey should definitely get 15 metres.
I don't think I'd argue on that one, but there's a bit of arguing going on, as you can see.
Well, let's see what happens, whether he gets 15 metres or not. No, he hasn't given him. No, he hasn't. Now he's pulling him back now. Good decision by the umpire. It was an obvious one, just the same. Blakey kicks the ball over the half-forward line. Quinlan in front. Kennedy's there too. Quinlan dropped that one. It's tapped out now by Barwick. Picks it up. Comes back the other way. Actually put his own mate McIver under pressure. He's got to get out of this one. Drops the ball short. Oh, well intercepted. A good mark to Callett. He's played a fairly good third quarter here too. That was a good mark. A strong bit of defensive play on the part of Callett.
Third mark to Callett, 9 kicks.
Strong plays. We saw it there on replay. Callett with the ball out there on that half-back flank position. The difference 9 points in favour of Footscray, and Fitzroy are kicking with the breeze. They all missed that. This gives McPherson a chance to knock it on him. Good knock on. I think it might have been a bit of luck. Going over there to Hardy. There's a pass. It's all right and marked here by Sewell. Intercepted by Lowry. Tap back again. Over to Turner, back to Coates. He can't get rid of it. It's put Royal going for a short pass to Hardy in the back pocket flag. Could kick a goal easily here. Straightens up and fires. He's up target and through for 1 point. So the difference now 10 points. 4 goals, 13-37. Fitzroy to Footscray. 7-5-47. Just over the 21-minute mark of this third quarter. And Fitzroy in plenty of trouble. Coming home against the breeze. Rendell over to Leon Harris out there at half-back. After him there is Hawkins. Goes for a short pass. A chance now for Keane to pick it up. Short pass again. Coming into market is Barwick. Dropped that one. Coming in is Bernie Quinlan. Taps it over now. Down goes Leon Harris. Ball picked up by McIver. Hasn't played a bad game either. Over it goes to Barwick, but he's up target. Shocking kick, and the ball is out of bounds off the full. And a penalty free kick will go to 4.
Conlon, Louis.
A Conlon, I should say.
They look alike, certainly. 2 tanks.
Short kick. There's Barwick now. He dropped that mark. He's got a chance to recover. A bad hand pass. He's got it again. Spins out of the pack. His chance for a goal, but he's too slow. Far too slow and hold the ball. A good decision as the ball comes back now. And we see the ball driven out wide by McGuinness. Over it comes now to Roos. Roos shoots the ball high up towards Bernie Kennedy, but Kennedy outmanoeuvres him. And they're not looking too strong down there in attack Fitzroy at all. As Kennedy goes for the long kick out wide. Looking there for Hawkins. It's too long, but he goes after it now. He picks it up on the boundary line. Beautifully gets around Bernie Harris. A pass to Wallace out there at half forward. And Footscray looking a lot better as Hardy comes right down from the back pocket. Takes that mark on the half forward line. Another chance to kick a goal. A pass over there to Beasley. He's grabbed, but he still gets a hand pass back to Jimmy Sewell. Weaves around the pack, a long shot at goal, and this looks good at the goal. Magnificent play on the part of Footscray. So at the 23-minute mark, it's Footscray, 8 goals, 5-53 to Fitzroy, 4 goals, 13-37. And things are not looking good for Fitzroy, seeing they're coming home against the breeze in the last quarter, Pete.
Well, Brad Hardy covering plenty of ground, but that's not unusual for him. Beasley gets the hand pass out here. And it was a good one. Sewell lifting his game in the third quarter, but then again, so too of a number of other Footscray players. That was a great snapshot. Sewell's second goal. McGuinness has 2 for Footscray. Beasley has 3. Petraglia 1. 23 and a half minutes have got in the third quarter. It's been a great one for Footscray. They've kicked 4 goals and kept Fitzroy goalless. The Lions kicking with this strong southwesterly breeze. It's going to be another bounce, I think. No, it's not. It's a play on call. Gronawegan knocks it high. Petraglia gets the bounce. Tries to get around an opponent, got one for his corner. Not seen by the umpire, I don't think. And there will be a bounce this time on centre wing.
A couple of Footscray players that come to the game. Sewell's doing well down there on the forward line.
Hawkins.
Hawkins and Callett being a very strong defender.
It's going to be Purser against Rendell. Knocked down to McIver, picked up by Thornton. Thornton trying to find Quinlan. Kennedy doing it well. Here's a chance for Conlon. He's got great speed. Good shepherd, Quinlan. Conlon shoots at goal and just put it through for a goal. Their first one since the 19.5-minute mark of the first quarter, and it came up at the 24.5-minute mark of the third term. 5-13, 43 to 8-5, 53.
Scored that well, Pete, because it was the good work of Quinlan that helped him to break. There's Petraglia. Now, what's this? He gets one here right on top of the head, or on the forehead.
Not seen by the umpire. And
you watch this, Bernie Quinlan. Thornton kicks it down there. Now, Bernie Quinlan will come across and shepherd Ford off, put him off balance, and that gave Conlon plenty of chance to kick that goal. 10 kicks to Conlon and 2 hand passes.
10 points the difference now after that goal to Mickey Conlon. Can Fitzroy come back? Kicking against the breeze in the last quarter. Petraglia again. He recovered from that knock pretty quickly. He's played a fine game today. Beasley and Pert. Beasley almost a mark.
He's paying it.
Well, I don't know.
I'd have played it.
I'd like to see it again, Lou. He did get 2 hands to it, certainly.
He's getting on top of Pert now. Pert having well covered the first half. There he goes. He's grabbed it. Oh, he's got it nearly all the way. And I'd pay that. They've played worse than that, Pete.
We've seen, yes, worse than that, I suppose. 3 goals to Simon Beasley.
If it's a little guy, he's got to take the mark, put it in his kit bag and cart it home to prove it's a mark. The big fellas get away with murder half the time.
Simon Beasley. Sort of comments don't bear commenting on. Beasley from 40 metres out. Might have missed that one. One behind. Beasley's first for the day. He's kicked 3 goals, 1 now. 5-13 to 8-6, and a difference of 11 points as Gary Pert prepares to bring the ball back into play again. Beasley getting on top of him in this quarter. Pert certainly took the honours before the main interval. Mark in the back pocket down there to Thornton. Everybody's slipping over down there. 1, 2, 3. Finally, it's Pert. Wobbly punt kick, not well directed, and the mark was taken by Steve Wallace to Rance. The half forward of Petraglia and Thornton. Thornton gets there first, but he gets offloaded by the little Footscray rover. It's going to be a free kick. I thought a good bump. But Thornton has the free in front of the small scoreboard. Big pack of players out there. Down comes Roos with the ball. I don't know whether it's a mark or not. The umpire says no, it's going to be a bounce. Across the half-forward line for Footscray. Let's take a look at that again. No, I don't think a mark. A few hands on it first before those of Paul Roos. Rendell, short kick, not the required distance. Keane tries to break clear. Actually gave it down there to Coates. Coates' kick as a grubber. Hardy got a couple of hands to it. Couldn't control it though. Conlon was in there. Down goes forward. Picked up by Hardy. Good hip and shoulder. That plenty of weight being used now. Conlon tries to break clear. Wild hand pass though. Not really effective. Ford's kick. Now he's got a second chance. Conlon, can he pick it up? Having all sorts of problems. Mickey Conlon looking for a free kick. Holding the ball. Oh, what did you think of that, Lou?
Well, I thought it was holding the man. I'm not kidding. It looked like holding the man. You watch it again. He's playing the ball in front of him. Now, he hasn't really got it when he's got a fair dinkum grip of him. It's a very technical free kick, Pete.
Ball out towards the centre wing position. It's going to be a bounce now. Keane and Wallace, the last 2 to get up. Bounce on centre wing, 27 3/4 minutes gone in the third term, and it's 11 points the difference.
And we're just on the 28-minute mark of the third quarter. And Fitzroy have got a big task because they're kicking against the breeze in this last quarter. Ball comes back there to Steve McPherson. He's grabbed. The umpire said it'll be a free kick for a trip. He got that ball on that half-forward line, but a good distance out from goal. He boots it long. In front of Sewell, the ball punched out by Laurie, coming in to meet it now, kicked off the ground well by Sewell over to Beasley. There's a chance for a goal. He's gone for a hand pass to McLean. Put down your glass, it's a goal.
Great hand pass from Beasley.
Good play on the part of the full forward that time. Unselfish play. 5 goals, 13-43. Fitzroy to Footscray looking good, 9-6-60. It was good play on the part of Beasley.
Let's watch that again.
And watch the ball kicked off the ground. That might have been Petraglia kicked it off the ground. And, of course, Beasley gets a good hand pass. Could have easily kicked it himself, but made sure of it by giving it to McLean. We're back in the centre again. 29 minutes gone of this third quarter. And the score, 43 plays, 60 in favour of Footscray. And they're looking mighty good as the ball hits the deck. Punched on by McLean. Ball pushed to the ground again, up towards Footscray's centre-half forward position. Thornton gets it back. It's Keane coming out of the pack now. Goes for a long kick, looking for Bernie Quinlan. He and Kennedy. Kennedy's had him well covered since quarter time. And the ball is out of bounds. No doubt Bernie Quinlan was their most effective player in the first quarter, but Kennedy's bounced back. And, of course, Bernie Quinlan finding it very, very hard to get kicks. The difference now, 17 points in favour of the Bulldogs. Just on the 30-minute mark of this third quarter. It comes down now to Brown. He can't get clear, neither can McLean. It finally comes out to Ford. Ford gets a hurried kick out towards that half back line. The pack fly. Nearly a mark to Keane. The ball pushed back by Blakey. A short kick back again to Bernie Harris over at Leon Harris to McIver. They're fumbling around now. There's a go for Bernie Harris for a pass and a mark taken here by Coleman. And there's the Lasano in the quarter, but he's a heck of a way out.
I wouldn't put the rent on it, Lou.
No, I wouldn't, Pete. He'd be at least 55 metres out, I would say. Not a very big angle. Of course, he's kicked their only goal since the 90-minute mark of the first quarter. Now, let's see what happens with this kick. There she goes, on its way. It's a long kick. Will it make the distance? Let's see the result. Umpires conferring here.
That'd be a goal.
It's a goal. What a ripper. What a handy one. A magnificent goal by Coleman. So at three-quarter time, that could be the one that saves. 9 goals, 660. Footscray to Fitzroy, 6:13:49. And let's look at... This has got to be at least 55 metres out, and look at it go.
Great kick by Mickey Conlon. I said you wouldn't put the rent on it, but I tell you what, that was the longest kick of the day.
It just scraped, and I thought that may have been touched, but when you see that on replay, Kennedy didn't get anywhere near it at all.
Perfect positioning by the goal.